How you doing, friends? It is Stash. I am live. It is 5/20/2020, 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What is it time? What time is it where you are, my friend? It's Stash with strange observations that will get me nowhere. Here is a light review of the new film Bloodshot, starring the excellent actor Vin Diesel, once of Triple X. It's Anderson. Have another drink, X. How are you? That's why I'm trying to look cool tonight. So, in this film, well, I'll get right to my paranoid connection, okay? This film features special nanite technology. That is the emerging technology field creating machines or robots whose components are at or near the scale of a nanometer. More specifically, nanorobotics refers to nanotechnology engineering despite the discipline of designing and building nanobots. Building tiny nanobots. As you know, on this channel, I never use conspiracy theory sources because I hate conspiracy theories. The BBC has reported that the Swedish people are eager and willing to be using microchips within their bodies. There's a sophisticated culture, so they're doing that. So that's a story that's going on right now for a while. And then there's this movie, which I will get to the plot in a second, but it's a vacuous plot, but Vin Diesel was excellent. As was Guy Pearce and Eliza Gonzalez. Okay, so the film had no cinema release due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which closed theaters across the globe. So this was a high-tech thing. Now, why do I get onto that? Well, I'll get to that in a moment. Okay. So they've been working on liquid computing of a nanotechnology level at Harvard University. Professor Charles, last name Lieber, has been making it happen. I'm referring to an article, Liquid Computing, way back to November, December of 2001. He was arrested with two Chinese nationals several months ago. By his own observation, he was working on something that was nanotechnology, nano-sized bots that could attach themselves to cells. Tiny nanotechnology, which sounds like the Vin Diesel movie, right? I've noticed whenever you do these YouTubes, if you don't talk about a movie, people don't listen to them, which is weird. But how many times can you talk about Eyes Wide Shut, right? Okay, but anyway, so this is you're scaling down into the nano level here. So this is, and that was way back in 2001. So who knows who knows how good it is now. This Harvard professor was arrested again. He does have some sort of ties with the Wuhan. What's going on with him? Was he stung on purpose? Was he trying to sell this stuff, or is he really with the white hats? Is he in some type of operation? I don't know. If you know about this, if you work at Harvard, if you know this guy, if you're a brother, contact me in the liner notes. Anyway, it's unmistakable that he was working on this stuff. Now, in the fantasy movie, let's get back to the Bloodshot. It features the theme of the super soldier. If I have any spoiler alerts, I'm sorry. He confronts some other elite military personnel who have, like him, been catastrophically injured and reconstructed with robotic technology, but also with this injection. They're getting injected. They get an injection. They get resurrected via the special nanite technology. This film also features an excellent character of a playing a hacker, a white hat hacker who assists the Vin Diesel's character. Now, the core of the movie is just it is an excellent excuse for amazing firefights and shootouts, and to display the physique of Vin Diesel, of course, which is as good as ever. He's the man. Very good actor. Tremendous voice. Was actually supposed to star Jared Leto. I'm, of course, using the discussion of this movie as a platform to discuss the Space Age, the Philip K. Dick-like plot of what is in the vaccine. What are your feelings on it? Do you think Trump is screwed up for taking the hydroxychloride or whatever? Do you believe that he told his followers to drink Lysol? Are you a believer in Bill Gates? Are you a believer in Gates? He has saved the world. His excellent operating system, Microsoft. He definitely does talk a lot about population control. Now, to real corporate people, unlike myself, who work in the tech world, do you love it? But do you still do you complain about Mr. Gates anyway, or do you think this is excellent? He's working on the vaccine. I think the FDA has just turned him down on certain aspects of this. I don't know. What are your feelings? How about this? Are you willing to let's say my ridiculous connection to the nanobots actually being injected, and maybe do you want it? Do you want to be the Marvel film Bloodshot? Maybe it's excellent. Maybe it imbues you with amazing physical strength. Hot. I wonder if I could do that. Like, you can't really do that ASMR thing just like I have it. Oh, I got it. Did I get a thumbs up? Right on. I never get them. Thank you, whoever you are. Or is this just insane to talk about? They should have had me as one of the villains against Vin Diesel. I thought you were my friend. Um, the other interesting aspect is that this building of the super soldier film, Guy Pearce character, the corporate idea is, as I've mentioned many times on here, the old school controversial book Operation Mind Control, which is a similar book to Manchurian Candidate, which was a nonfiction book before they made it an excellent movie. Is the manipulation of the Vin Diesel character, the fast attack Marine Corps guy. They keep re-downloading his mind so they manipulate his rage so he can be a better assassin. It's definitely a lot of spoiler alerts in here. Sorry, what can I say? So this is controversial stuff I'm talking about, but it's time for people to talk this out. What's behind these viruses? Am I completely wrong? Is Dr. Fauci, who a lot of people respect, is he 100% correct? And is Trump working with him enough? Oh, thank you for the thumbs up, my brother. Colonic and the virus mirrors the flu from China. It's thank you. BNOF, my friend. A rehashed, crappy adapted screenplay. Yeah, really? That's what the blood. Probably. I enjoyed it though. I have to say, the visuals are interesting of the Vin Diesel. Um, I can't say. I think it probably needed. I actually probably needed a few more shootouts. Actually. um, it's only made less than 30 million. I think they spent 45 million on it. I don't know. Where was I going with that? With the liquid computing. Oh yeah. So it's of course. I'm sure the Snopes or Skypes or whatever the fuck that website would be extremely annoying for me for drawing a comparison to the real life and the movie. But then wasn't that what they were hinting at when they were making this? Um, so in a sense, they're saying now that Sweden, which is sort of you can't really question Sweden now. It has Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg is there. Yeah, you had originally had to purchase the $20 straight up, and now it's the regular thing, which I can't afford that either. But you know, yeah, I would check it out. I really would. Um, and the whole nanites thing is really they play that up a lot. That it's his that they're injecting him with this. That they've reconstructed him with it. And of course, we've all seen the new suits that will augment the soldiers so they can travel farther and faster. And it's interesting. Why let them completely die? Just resurrect and reuse. I like that. That's pretty interesting. Um, Now, it's this professor does go on to actually say that we're talking about this nanotechnology is something out of science fiction. So many people, how close are we to the singularity that Musk is talking about? We have Musk. Elon Musk is in the mix right now. He has now been described as red pilled, which you would say this channel is supposed to be kind of conspiracy theory thing. And why would I not care for that red pilled stuff? I don't know. Anything that smells of groupthink, I start to get concerned. I don't want to be in on that. I don't want to fucking frog Pepe, whatever that thing. I don't need to be red pilled. The funny thing about all that is, we want to discuss that endlessly, the Matrix or whatever. And you know what? After a year or a month or whatever, that's red pill. That's all old. It immediately becomes old, right? I don't know where I'm going with that, but yeah, I'll try to leave that in the liner notes. This is getting really dangerous now politically because people are so hateful of one another. It must be discussed by us, we the people. These vaccinations. I'm bitching about them sometimes, but perhaps that's an excellent idea. Perhaps it is an excellent idea. Perhaps the liberals are correct about it. But there's no dialogue among people, and everybody just sort of waits to see what their talking head decides about it. So it's literally, it's literally if your political side agrees with the treatment plan, the prevention plan, that's the side you go with, and nowhere in between. So we've got they've green-lighted high-performance liquid computing. This is incredible. Ray Kurzweil, the singularity, had been talking about um, this incredible change. MIT guy, that if he could hang on and live long enough, he would reach the point of the singularity, and life would be perfect. This is something that some people have said that red pill, blue pill. I don't want a pill. Yeah. China. Um, Let me see. So, supercomputer create visionary council to drive broad adoption of exascale technology. Smaller and smaller. Let me see if I have that other part email. More than 4,000 Swedes have adopted the technology of microchips. Microchips are actually more difficult to hack than many other data sources because they are stored beneath the skin. But the reason to hack them will never be bigger. Are microchips being implanted in humans? A microchip implant is typically an identifying integrated circuit device or RFID transponder encased in the silicon glass and implanted into the body of a human being. But we were talking about the actualization of nanobots that are quite a bit smaller than these ones encased in the silicon plastic case, which you've seen. I have a microchip in my hip or my body, as Dan Zell did in the original, going way back to the Manchurian Candidate. We're talking more about the blood that Vin Diesel. It has reconstructed his dead body. So, of course, many people are. Sweden sees microchip implementation revolution. Thousands of Swedes, this is NPR, thousands of Swedes are inserting microchips under the skin. I'm sorry, my channel, I think you're supposed to show you the thing at the same time. On this channel, all I do is talk to you. I know, that blows. Thousands of Swedes are inserting microchips under their skin. This is not Ike or Jones here, friends. This is National Public Radio. This is National Public Radio. Right. Lots of technology promises to make routine tasks easier and quicker. But how far would you go to adopt that technology? Lots of people in Sweden are doing just that. So what is it about Sweden where the people are seem very good looking? They're all good looking and extremely almost violently modernistic, right? How dare you? You've ruined my life. What happened? I guess I will debate you. I think they did the optics on Greta Thunberg, and I don't know, she's a hero, but it's not that. They're probably going to find somebody else. Maybe. I don't know. I have the microchip. Or is all this stuff going to happen anyway, and you might as well just chip up? I don't know. These stories seem to be almost interconnected. There's also apparently a Mr. Du Wei, the Chinese ambassador to Israel, 58 years old, formerly the China's envoy to Ukraine, has been found dead in his home. I don't know if it's any I don't know. Another story says he's 57. One says he's 58. Um, well, he's been found dead. Duwai, Mr. Duwai, in his home. He was a career diplomatic, actively publicizing China's positions on the coronavirus pandemic. 57 years old. I'm looking at him. I would have to say he looks in good physical condition, but I don't know. He actually, I have to say, he looks very good for his age. Not saying there's anything benevolent about it, but he is now dead. So we got that on the mix. China is, however, sending a team to investigate that. Hmm. Nanobots injected into your bloodstream. According to the IFL science, DNA robots are already being tested in the human body to seek out and destroy cancer cells. Well, that's good. That's good. These programmed DNA strands have the capability to move around and find cancer cells. Are nanobots being used today? The series, I hope you can hear me. The series of now listed in the Guinness Book of World Records can be used to interact with the biological cells. Scientists suggest that this technology can be used for the treatment of cancer. Which, again, I would say that's good. All right. Are nanobots dangerous? The most commonly cited danger of nanobots is their purported ability to self-replicate. Nanobots aren't all that useful if you have to manufacture them yourself. If you can make a few and then have them reproduce to make copies of those, that's fair and more efficient. I don't know, whatever. Apparently, they cannot be removed. This is interesting. Can nanobots be hacked? Imagine that if you've got these in you and some fucking kid who's a good hacker hacks you. Right? That's interesting. I like that. Technically speaking, nanotechnology is any any technology endeavor that deals with anything with a dimension of less than one is that's very small. With these developments comes the ever-present technology risk for hacking. What if you have a smart home, an internet of all things, you got an internet of all things, and you have the nano bots in your bloodstream, and you have a nano car. Self-replicating. We have BNOF saying, dude, I remember reading an article that a joint scientific research program for both China and Japan had been able to replicate computer memory into the bacterium, so it has been self-replicating. Forgive me, the people could have read his thing in the chat there. I'm still not used to this high technology. That's interesting. So that's sort of that's yeah. You just see that's 10 years ago. That's that other article. Same thing. That other article is fucking 20 years ago or 19. So that's 10 years ago. That's 20 years ago. I notice when they report a lot of these things, they go, "Well, we're it's not that far along." Okay. Um, um, Present and future militaristic applications of nano devices. Sorry to be looking up stuff as we talk here, but this is interesting. So that's very interesting. And of course, actor Tom Hanks did the Inferno, which is the Dante Alighieri poem about hell and purgatorio and the Divine Commedia. And then he confronts, as his symbologist character guy confronts the plague in that movie. And in fact, he's the biggest public figure to become coronavirus or whatever, COVID-19 positive. And there's this strange talk of him that his blood will be used to as part of the vaccine. That's right. That's right. The technology way ahead. 20 years ahead, my brother. Absolutely. Now, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, right. So that was another film where he saves the world from the pandemic, and now he's in a strange public video saying that if you've got an immunity to the virus, you're a special person. Strange, special chosen person or something. I don't know. Very weird. No. Very weird. Let me check what they're saying. Bloodshot is the film. See it, my brother. Oh yeah, you're saying you're done. Where am I going here? Okay. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks and his wife or girlfriend Rita Wilson's blood to be used for coronavirus. Tom Hanks' blood is being used for coronavirus vaccine. Okay. Right. Well, he's a wonderful actor. I'm sure he will help save us. Uh, after recovering coronavirus, Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson offered their blood to help develop the vaccine. Tom Hanks said on the NPR podcast, again, there's no conspiracy sources here. Wait, don't tell me. Do you want our blood? Can we give the plasma? In fact, we'll begin. They're calling it the Hank scene. That's very funny. Excellent. I guess this is all great. Yeah. That's just too weird. What's up with that? They're gonna donate their plasma. Yeah. How dare you even talk about this? I don't know. It's weird. Again, there may be nothing malevolent about this, and yet it seems strange. Hey, I lost a viewer. What the hell? um, he's. It just seems all very strange. Of course, the Vin Diesel movie, I could be way off. It could be nothing. But we're dealing with something that was dealing with the blood. Small technology. I don't know. Let's go back to the bloodline. No, that's another thing. All right, no. Bloodshot. To my mind, it's the first film that was part of this digitally available fast because of the virus problem. It's filmed in Cape Town, Budapest, Hungary. It was supposed to be Jared Leto, blah 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 blah. So the bring him back to life to use as a weapon, blah blah blah. That's an interesting old theme. Oh yeah, that's the thing I want to get back to. Oh yeah, okay. The nanite technology. We're talking about small. There's a nanobot development race, just like an arms race, and a space race. Biochip provides the possible approach to manufacturing nanobots for common medical uses, such as surgical instrumentation, diagnosis, drug delivery. Wow. All right, guys, my brothers. I hope you enjoyed. This is Silent. Brave New Order. Good for being on here with me. Good luck on your thing. I look forward to seeing your YouTubes. Everyone follow Brave New Order Films on YouTube. Like and subscribe to me. Hope you enjoyed this rant. If you think this sort of connection is ridiculous, they say that many scientists have been inspired by science fiction. The Isaac Asimov, the robot company is iRobot, certainly inspired by the work of Isaac Asimov. I'm running low here on power. Check out this movie and see me later on this week. I'll probably be on tomorrow night. And God bless you. And stay tuned. Like and share, subscribe. Hit the bell. Peace out.